Hey everyone, happy Mother's Day for all of the mothers out there. Today we are looking around Dunelm at all of their fabulous new home things. They had loads of new stuff for Easter and also loads of outdoor stuff and a bunch of other things too. They were really good, I thought, Dunelm, when I went in. Definitely better than the last time anyway. But we're starting off with Easter, of course, all of the little gnomes. Hopefully you can see the prices kind of as I'm going through on the little labels and things. It's quite difficult for me to call out the price of everything individually, but hopefully I either capture the label or you can kind of see it in the video. So obviously £7 for this little guy. They had, lots of sort of faux floral sort of table centerpieces. So if you're putting together a little Easter dinner or Mother's Day dinner or whatever it might be, I thought this was really cute with a little Hello Spring sign right as you walked in the door. And then they had some little bunny signs and new little plant pots with bees and bunnies and all sorts of things really. Some more table centerpieces with the eggs. I think they had these last time actually. But yeah, lots of cute little Easter bits. They've still got lots of Easter tree decorations if you have an Easter tree. I think these are quite cute with the little felt ones and the gnomes. Are we calling those gnomes or gonks? I'm not sure. I've seen both being referred to. I don't know what the difference is. There's a gnome what's outside your front door, and then a gonk is something different. I'm not sure. I guess a gonk, you can't see their eyes, right? Because they have so much hair. I have no idea. These were little stacking chicks, so you could sort of pull them apart, I guess. Little fun activity for a small child, or just for decoration. And then some Easter egg lights, which were quite cute too. But they had sort of all the Easter stuff collected at the front. And this little sign, I think we saw that last time too. But everything else seems to be quite new. And then if you're having an Easter egg, they had some little Easter egg hunt. They've got some props for that. And then they had sort of a section of little crafty bits, make your own paper chains and like decorating eggs, things like that for kids to do. These were little favour boxes, which were quite cute as well. Onto the garden section, which is one of my favourite sections actually. I love looking at all of the new summer outdoor selections that they have. We're thinking of getting a new patio area outside, so I love looking at things like this and imagining how I can kind of style it all in the summer with the plant pots and all of the lights. They had so many really nice string lights. I think they were LED. I'm not 100% sure. I'm imagining so, right, if it's an outdoor light, hopefully anyway. And yeah, lots of plant pots and outdoor cushions, and all of these I think were citronella, all of the outdoor candles, which was nice. Hanging baskets. They did have a hole in the bottom, but I'm not sure that's enough drainage. I don't know, what do you think? They were quite cute, and I love these napkins too. They had a few things with this little sun pattern on. I just love anything with a sun actually, and some really nice trays too. I wouldn't mind that tray. And then I also love that terracotta pot at the bottom, really cute. But yeah, another thing with the sun on. They had sort of like wind chime type things as well, although some of them didn't have chimes in, so wouldn't order it online. I'd definitely go in store if you can. But yeah, I love this terracotta pot. I think it's really, really cute. Quite a selection of really bright, fun home decor, as well as the garden stuff, which was really nice to see because I'm kind of sick of all the neutrals. But yeah, lots of really fun outdoor cushions here, and these little things to put your candles in. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. Lanterns. And then a selection also of napkins, and then pre-made kind of faux hanging baskets and things. Quite like all of the more cottagey type stuff as well, with the little shoe brushes and a place to put your wellies or your muddy shoes. They had some bird baths as well, and some more pre-made hanging baskets, more outdoor cushions, but again more of that kind of cottagey feel if that's more your style. And lots, these are all kind of things to hang off your plant pots, little dogs that you handle off the side. And then of course they have the full like table and chair sets, which £30, kind of, I guess, a little two-seater there. And then so they had the outdoor kind of picnic wear. I love these in the summer. I have a few and it just keeps all the flies off your food, so I highly recommend those. I love them for a barbecue, and they look really cute too. This was just dog toys down here, and then I love that dog basket where it's like a big bone. I thought that was quite fun. I also love all of these beachy vibe things as well. They had these kind of shell planters, which would look really nice with the trailing plant. This again is like a plant pot hanger, but a crab this time. This is a little bit more plastic cutlery. They had the salad servers and some more kind of like melamine kitchen, well, outdoor kitchen stuff, and then more string lights in every single shape and size. So yeah, and some garland there as well. Yeah, so this said it was a wind chime, except it had no chimes in at all. I did even look inside and there was no bell taped down. It was just a silent wind chime. So I find that weird to name it a wind chime if it's not actually going to chime. I love the wooden chimes the best. I think I love how that sounds in the wind in the summer. Might have to look for one of those for my garden actually. So this section was the kind of new in bit right at the front as well. So they had a load of new kitchen stuff in this kind of like earthy tone theme, I guess. So it was all kind of neutral and green and brown, very, I guess, yeah, neutral, earthy, and kind of natural looking. I really liked these plates as well. I love the plates that have the rim. But yeah, really cute stuff. And then the other thing they had was all of the new spring bedding, and they had so much new bedding, so I've decided to show you all of that. I'm just kind of going to skim through all of the fabrics that they had laid out mostly, and then any beds that they had made up. But if you are into changing your bedding with the seasons, they had some amazing kind of like spring floral ones. My bed doesn't change for the whole year. It just does the same covers the whole time, but I do like to change up the artwork in my house depending on the season. So I guess I change up some things, but the bedding is not something that I do change, but maybe I should look into it. I tend to just have quite plain, boring bedding. So all of this was the Holly Willoughby range. I didn't even know she had a range in Dunelm, but yeah, all of those kind of floral types. It sort of reminds me of William Morris. Yeah, that was all the Holly Willoughby range. And then this is obviously back to Dunelm with a new springtime collection with all of the bright colours, and then this kind of more muted mustardy tone set. I guess it's a little bit more retro looking, I guess. And then of course they have all of the checks and the textures and the sort of plain neutral tones. I'm noticing so many more textured bedding sets, which I quite like the texture actually, especially if it's like a white set, because I think it just adds a bit more interest when your bedding is quite plain. But I do also just love a fresh white bed. Not that mine is, but I love that look as well. Mine's kind of like a terracotta tone, just the whole thing, and it's all sort of washed linen. And I love that too, but I love layering on lots of throws and blankets too. But yeah, are you a patterned bedding person or are you a plain bedding person? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of all of this new bed stuff at Dunelm. Terracotta colour palette. I'm noticing more and more of this colour just coming through generally as a trend, and people seem to have it a lot for their wedding as well. But yeah, it's kind of like a neutral but still adding colour to your home, you know, because it's quite like earth toned, and I find like adding those earth tones is just like an easy way to kind of add colour to your house if you're scared of the bright ones. But they also had plenty of bright fun duvets too for anyone that is not scared of colour, as well as all these kind of like neutrally blues and whites, as well. I'm just obviously skipping over so quick because there was so much to choose from. I would have been there literally all day if I had gone into detail on some of these. So hopefully this is enough of a sneak peek, and obviously if you're looking for bedding, I highly recommend you go into store and not order online, because some of the textured ones are really nice, and it's nice to kind of see them and feel them. But yeah. And then we're back onto cushions and things too. They have more of these kind of like bright fun themes too. Kind of collection around this like more joy, really bright fun floral thing. I thought it was really nice. The whole thing was embroidered, which I think like looks really premium and expensive, but it wasn't unaffordable at all. They also had all of the kind of like stationery and things in that same sort of theme, and I love me a good bit of stationery. I love a planner, I love a journal. I journal every day, so I always love looking at the stationery. This cushion also, the whole thing was embroidered, so beautiful. £25 there for that. And then of course the embroidered beetles as well. Looks like that was 18. So yes, not bad prices to be honest, considering they're all embroidered and embellished. I thought that was quite good. And then we're on to some faux floral little pots and some trinkets for your house. This, I think it's a 5-wick candle with the kind of wood, like mango wood. Love that. And I also love this vase, so nice for £20. And I also love these for 15, which are the candle holders. I'd quite like to get 2 sets and put them as kind of like a table centerpiece. I think they'd look really nice, especially in like autumn and winter, through the middle of the table. Yeah, I thought those were really sweet. Springtime faux florals that they had were kind of epic. They had literally like 2, 3, 4 aisles, I guess. Well, 2 aisles, but both sides just covered in plants. Everything you could possibly want for faux floral, whether you're having a wedding and you need some bits, or just some little plant pots pre-made. Sorry if you can hear my neighbour's car. He's building a rally car and it's really loud. Sorry if that's in the background. But yeah, loads of planters and things like that. And then of course they've got like reed diffusers and stuff in this section too. But yeah, I was just really impressed with the amount of faux florals. Also, I love that tray. But yeah, I thought, yeah, if you're planning a wedding, it's definitely the place to go. cushion was kind of like a Moroccan vibe, again with that bright palette. I thought it was really nice. And they had all of the other brightly coloured cushions as well to go with it. And then yeah, more florals. I promise this is the last bit of florals, I think. But yeah, they had some nice little candlesticks. I think I showed these in my last video at Dunelm, but everything else seems quite new. I love this little candle as well. Lots of tablecloths, and again, like the textures creep into the tablecloths too. I feel like some of them match the bed linen. They'd obviously use the same prints, which was quite nice. And I like those wavy placemats too. I'm always looking for placemats that aren't the kind of cork ones, but they're so expensive unless you get fabric ones. I think it's maybe I need to invest in a set of wooden kind of like charger plates, but it's literally like £10 per charger plate and I want 8, so maybe not, but we'll see. Maybe that's in the cards for this year. But yeah, I love a good placemat. I love setting the table for different times of year, especially for like barbecues and things. I have so much tableware, it's actually getting to be a bit of a problem in terms of storing it. I only have a small house. But yeah, I just love looking at all of the new table things. Not so great on the mugs. I thought these were all a bit boring. Truly nothing that blew my mind. So it was just a very quick overview on the mugs. So yeah, back to some more little placemats for your drinks, coasters as well. These for £15, all these brightly coloured glass ware. I feel like it's come back into fashion, the coloured glass, and I'm here for it, and I'm definitely collecting it and definitely running out of cupboard space for my glassware. But yeah, they had some really nice kitchen stuff. Of course, they always have this same selection of like barware and things, but I don't know if this is new. Maybe the green glassware, not sure. And then there was like the mecca of baskets at the back, so just a really quick scan, because again I would be here all day otherwise. But yeah, this was kind of like a storage one at the bottom, which you could, I guess, use as a little stool, I guess. But yeah, loads of baskets. Doing a really quick overview of pillows and throws. Again, there's so much that I find it overwhelming to literally show every single one, but let me know in the comments, do you want me to show every single blanket and things? I think I'm trying to pull out the most exciting things to look at, that kind of like draw my attention, rather than showing you every single thing, when there's just so much. It could literally go on for hours and hours, and I think it'd be a bit boring to watch. But let me know, I'd really love your feedback. Would you prefer like little bits of just like what's new, or do you literally want to see everything? I never know, like how deep should I go in? But yeah, anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I'm going into London this week and I'm going to try and film some of the London stores. So yeah, stay tuned for that. and I'm just going to leave you with the music for the last bit of this video. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll catch you next time.